Hi guys, welcome again to Sunil Engineering Academy YouTube channel. This is Srinivas. This video is the third part of our partnership chapter as a part of complete arithmetic series. I expect you that you have watched the other two parts of my partnership videos and this is the third part of the series. And in this video also, you got some excitement questions. You got some excitement and the correct exam scenario questions. The perfect questions which are going to be seen in the exams. Here the first question. A and B started a business by investing capitals in the ratio of 5 is to 6 is to 8. At the end of the business, they received their profit in the ratio of 5 is to 3 is to 12. Find the time ratio for which they contributed their capitals. Okay. So far, we have solved the questions in which the profit, the investments and the times are given, and we derived the profit ratio and we distributed the ratio, we distributed the profit to theirs. But in this question, the capital ratio is given and the profit ratio is given, and we need to tell the ratio of their times, So far we have learnt that the profit ratio is nothing but the product of investment and time. If we take the investment ratio as ABC, if we take the time ratio as XYZ, then the resultant profit ratio would be AX is to BY is to CZ. But here in the case, we have the investment ratio ABC and we have the profit ratio AX, BY and CZ, and we need to find the time ratio. When the product of A and something gives us AX, then to get the time ratio, just divide the profit ratio by the respective investment ratio. That means divide AX by A, divide BY by B, and divide CZ by C to get the time ratio. Here you get the time ratio as X is to Y is to Z. This is the mechanism we are going to employ in this question to get the answer very quickly. Okay, I hope you understand this. Just to do the same thing in the question with the given values to get the correct answer. Here we got the capital ratio. Capital ratio is given as 5 is to 6 is to 8. And the profit ratio, is 5 is to 3 is to 12. Profit ratio is 5 is to 3 is to 12. We need to find the time ratio. To get the time ratio, just divide that profit by capital, the respective profit by the respective capital, Now, we are very comfortable to get the time ratio. Just cancel this is this 1, 3 ones and 3 twos, 4 threes and 4 twos. That is nothing but 1 by 1 is to 1 by 2 is to 3 by 2. Just to multiple those ratios with 2 to get the correct answer. Just to get the ratio in terms of integers. That means 2 is to 1 is to 3. 2 is to 1 is to 3. This is the correct answer for this question, and this is the best way to solve these type of questions. 2 is to 1 is to 3. That is option D. 2 is to 1 is to 3 is nothing but the ratio of times. And I would like to explain you the same question in another way. In the ratio and proportion we have learnt. The mechanism of this. To get the time ratio, just take the profit ratio, the respective profit ratio, the first term, take 5 and multiple that 5 with the other two variables of the investment ratio, that is 6 is to 8. Take the second term of the profit ratio and multiple the second term with the other two terms other than second one, that is 5 and 8. Just take this 12 and multiple this 12 with the other two respective terms of the ratio, that is 5 is to 6. Just to simplify the ratio. You can take 5 into 6. you can take 5 into 6, but here there was no 5 into 6, but there is 5 into 6 in the form of 8s and 3s. Just to take the 5 out, and we need to take 6 out of the equation 3, and when 2 cancel from the 4, there is 4 remains, there is a remaining of 4. Again simplify the equation to get 4 1s and 4 2s, 4 1s and 4 3s, that is 2 is to 1 is to 3. This is the another way and best way to solve this question. Okay, if you need this method, if you need method once again, I will explain you. Just to take this 5 and multiple that 5 with the other two respective terms of the ratio, that is 6 into 8, that is 6 into 8. Take 3 from the ratio and multiple that 3 with the other two. Here 3 is the middle term and 6 is the respective term in this ratio, and take the other two terms, that is 5 into 8. In the same pattern, take 12 from here and take the other two respective terms, that is 5 into 6 from there, leaving the third term outside. Okay, just to simplify those, you can take 48 or something, 5 into 6, 5 into 6 and 5 into, for 6 just take 4 1s and 4 2s, 2 into 1 is 2, 4 1s and 4 3s, that is 2 is to 1 is to 3. This is another best way to solve this question. Okay, to solve this question, that is option D, 2 is to 1 is to 3 would be our answer. Okay, next one. In a partnership, A invested 1/6 of the capital for 1/6 of the time, and B invests 1/4 of the capital for 1/4 of the time, and C the rest of the capital for the whole time. Out of the profit of 19400, find the difference between the shares of B and A. There was a business consists of three persons, A, B and C. Okay. A invested 1/6 of the capital and B invested 1/4 of the capital. That means A divided that capital into 6 parts and B divided that capital into 4 parts. So the capital should be the common multiple of both 6 and 4. To be divided by 6 and 4, both 6 and 4, that number should be a multiple of both 6 and 4, both 6 and 4. So let us assume the capital as 12 rupees. Let us assume the capital as 12 rupees. Why? 12 is the common multiple of both 6 and 4. Now 12 can be divided into 6 parts and 12 can be divided into 4 parts also. So let us assume the total investment is 12 rupees. Then the investments of A, B, C would be, the investment of A, B, C would be, A invested 1/6 of the capital. 1/6 of the 12 rupees is nothing but 2 rupees. That means the investment of A is 2 rupees. B invested 1/4 of the capital. The investment of B would be 1/4 of 12 rupees, that is 3 rupees. And the rest of the capital was invested by C. When A and B together invested 5 rupees, out of total investment of 12 rupees, A, B invested 5 rupees. Then the other 7 rupees should have been invested by C. Okay. Now the time, take the time. A invested 1/6 of the capital for 1/6 of the time. That means when you take the 12 months as the units of time, then 1/6 of the time would be 2 months. Then 1/6 of the 12 months is 2 months. And 1/4 of the B invested for 1/4 of the time. 1/4 of the 12 months is 3 months. 3 months. And C invested the amount for whole year. That means for 12 months. Okay. Now the profit ratio of A, B, C became 4 is to 9 is to 9 is to 84. 4 is to 9 is to 84. Okay. Out of the profit of 19,400, the difference between the shares of B and A, the total profit is given as 19,400. Then compare this 4 plus 9 plus 84 with 19,400. That means 13, 87, 97. 97. The value of 97 units would be 19,400, and we need to find the difference between the shares of B and A. The difference between the shares of B and A is 5 units according to the ratio, 5 units. When the value of 97 units is 19,400, The value of 5 units would be 200, that is 10,000. The value of 5 units would be 10,000, that is option B. 10,000 would be our answer. Okay. Next one. Two partners invested 50,000 and 70,000 respectively in a business and agreed that 70% of the profit should be divided equally between them and the remaining profit in the ratio of investment. If one partner gets 90 rupees more than the other, then find the total profit made in the business. Okay. There are two partners. They invested the capitals as 50,000 and 70,000. So just to take their investment as 5 rupees and 7 rupees, just to take those 4 zeros out of the equation. Just to take the simplified ratio of 5:7 as the investments of A and B respectively. That is 5:7. 5:7. And they agreed that 70% of the profit should be divided equally between them. Okay. 70% of the profit is divided equally between them. So out of the 70% of the profit, there was no difference between A and B. They divided the profit equally between them, so there should have been no difference of out of 70% of the profit. Okay. If one partner get 90 rupees more than the other, then where the 90 rupees are coming from? Where the 90 rupees are coming from? When 70% of the profit is divided equally between them, if there is a difference, then the difference should have been from the 30% of the profit only. When that difference should have been in 30% of that profit only. Okay. When you got that point clear, just move forward. Find the total profit made in the business. Just pause the video and read the question again to get the clear understanding. Okay. When 70% of the profit is divided between them equally, there should not a chance to the difference of their profits. Then if there is a difference between their profits, that should have been from the 30% of the profit, that 30% of the profit, and we need to find that total profit. Okay. When A get 5 units and B get 7 units, then the difference between A and B would be 2 units out of the total profit of 5 plus 7, that is 12. Then the difference should have been 2 out of 12. Okay. But this 2 out of 12 is from the 30% of the profit. When 70% of the profit is divided equally, then the difference should have been come from the 30% of the profit. That means that 30% can be written as 3 by 10. That 30% can be written as 3 by 10. 3 by 10 of the total. And the difference of the 30% of the total amount is given as 90 rupees. Is given as 90 rupees. And we need to find the total profit. Okay. Just take the 3 1 3 to 6 6 1s and 6 15s, that is 15 into 12 is 180, and 0, take the 0 from here, that is total profit is 1800. Total profit would be 1800. Where is that? Option D. 1800 would be your answer. These are very good questions, and if you don't know the idea of solving these questions, you would face very difficulty in solving the questions at the time of examination. You should be go through all these type of questions. I have collected some good questions, the best questions to produce you, to provide you. Okay. Produce to you. Just listen the question again. Just read the question again, and I will explain you once again. The ratio of their investments is nothing but 5:7. The difference of their profits is 2 units out of the total of 12. But the difference should have been come from the other 30% of the profit. That 30% can be written as 3 by 10 of the total, and the difference is given as 90. 3 1s and 3 2 6 6 15s is 90. Then the total would be 12 times of the 15, that is 180. Take 0 from here, that means total is 1800. This is the best way to solve the question. Once you are familiar with the questions, you can solve the question within 5 or 4 seconds. Okay. Next, move to the other question. This is not the easiest questions. These all are not the easiest questions, but we have made them easier by employing the extreme methods. Okay. A is a working and B is a sleeping partner. A is a working partner and B is a sleeping partner. Sleeping partner mean means he invests some amount but he does not work. Working partner means he invests some amount and also he works also. So for his work he would get extra payment other than his ratio out of his part out of the profit. Okay. Okay. A is a working partner, B is a sleeping partner is business. A puts 5,000, B puts 6,000. Then the ratio of their investments is nothing but 5:6. And A receives 12.5% of the profit for managing the business, and the rest is divided in the profit of their capital. And what does A get out of the profit of 880? Okay, I would like to introduce a concept here to you. First of all, just solve the question according to the ratio, then we will solve the question in another way. Okay, in another way, then you can understand what we are going to do. A is a working partner and B is a sleeping partner. Okay, and the ratio of their investments is 5:6. The ratio of their investments is 5:6. Okay, A receives 12.5 of the profit for managing the business. Okay, that means A receives 1/8 of the profit. 12.5% can be written as 1/8 in the fractional form. 1/8 of the whenever the profit should be given to A for managing the business. He is a working partner. Okay, and the rest of the A profit should be divided between A and B according to their ratio of their investment. Okay, then the 1/8 part of the profit would be 1/8 part of 880 would be 110. That means 110 rupees. 110 rupees are given to A for managing the business. Okay, then out of 880 rupees, when you give 110 to A for managing the business, there is 770 rupees are left. There are 770 rupees are left to be distributed between A and B. The amount that 770 should be distributed between A and B according to the ratio of their investment, that is 5:6. That means the 5 plus 6 is 11. When the value of 11 is 770, then the value of 1 unit would be 70. The value of 1 unit would be 70. That means A should be given 70 times of 5, that is 350 rupees, and B should be given 70 times of 6, that is 420 rupees. Okay, 420. We need to find the value, the amount of money that A is getting. That means A gets 460 rupees. That means A gets 460 rupees out of the profit. 460 rupees. This is the basic way. And this is the basic way that is from the process that is given in the question. First of all, giving 12.5% of the amount of the profit to A for managing the business and distributing the rest amount according to their ratios. This is the basic way to solve the question. But I would like to suggest you another way. To get rid of some complicated calculations. Here the values 880, 11, all those are very related. But there are some questions in which you would get some difficulty in solving the questions when you solve those according to the traditional methods. But I would like to introduce something new to get rid of the cumbersome calculations. Just take the ratio as 5:6. Okay, and distribute that amount, total profit, according to the ratio of their investments. That means when the value of 11 units is 880, then the value of 1 unit is 80 rupees, then A would get 400 and B would get 480 rupees. Now there is a condition that A will get 12.5% of the profit for managing the business. 12.5% can be written as 1/8. That means A should get additional 12.5% of the profit as a salary for maintaining the business. Now that transfer that 1/8 of what B get to A, That means 1/8 of what is 60 rupees. Transfer that 60 rupees to A. Then the share of A would be 460, and this is the best method to solve this question. I have explained you the basic traditional method which was according to the given conditions of the question. But now we distributed that amount in the ratio, then transfer those 12.5% of amount from B to A as a salary, then BA will get 460 rupees. That 460 would be very correct answer, and you are getting rid of some cumbersome calculations. Just divide that money in the ratio of 5:6. That means 400 and 480 rupees. Transfer that 1/8 of the 480. 1/8 of the 480, that 60 rupees A to A, that is 460 rupees. This is the best way and the simplest way to solve this question. That is 460. Okay, I hope you understood this method, and we are going to employ this method in the coming questions to get rid of some difficult calculations. Next one. A business has for working partners 12, sorry, 4, sorry, here this is not for, this should have been 4, FOUR. Okay, 4 working partners and 12 sleeping partners. After paying equal commitment to the working partners, 80% of the profit remains and it is shared among all the partners. If each working partner gets a total of 12,000 for his find his commission. Okay, a business has 4 working partners. In a business there are 4 working partners and 12 sleeping partners. Okay, 12 sleeping partners. After paying equal commitment to the working partners, 80% of the profit remains. That means 20% of the profit was given to working partners as a salary. Okay, 20, when 80%, after giving some salaries to 4 working partners, there is 80% of the profit undivided. That means we have given only 20% of the profit to the 4 working partners. That means each working partner is getting 5% as his profit, as his salary, and the other 80% is distributed among them equally. That means when 80% is distributed among 4 plus 12, that is 16 persons. When 80% is distributed among 60%, then each person would get 5%. And the share of each working partner is given as 12,000. The share of each working partner is 12,000. Working partner is getting 5% salary and 5% as a share of his profit, that is 5%. That means when working partner is getting 10%, total of 10%, the 10% is equal to 12,000, and we need to find the commission of the working partner for managing the business. His commission for managing the business is nothing but 5%. When 10% is 12,000, then 5% would be 6,000 rupees. That is option C, 6,000 rupees. Okay, just replay the question. If you are still have some doubts in my explanation, just replay the question, then you would get a clear cut understanding. Next one. The 3 partners A, B and C decided to run their business together. All of them invested 20,000, 30,000 and 60,000 respectively. B is the CEO and he manages all the work. The other 2 are sleeping partners. If B receives 3,000 per month as a salary and the total profit made by all of them is 1,35,000 in 1 year, then what was B's share of the profit? Okay, just pause the video and read the question again. Here some 4 lines or 5 lines of information is given. Just to go through all these lines. ABC are 3 partners and their investments are in the ratio of 20,000, 30,000 and 60,000. Get the simplified ratio from those 20, 30 and 60,000 respectively, and the simplified ratio would be 2:3:5. 2:3:6. B is the CEO. B is the CEO and he manages the business. For managing the business, B can expect some salary, and that salary is nothing but 3,000 per month. 3,000 per month. That means the salary of B per year would be 36,000. 36,000. 36. At the rate of 3,000 per month, B would get a 36,000 salary in a year, and the total profit in a year is nothing but 1,35,000, and we need to find the B share. Out of the total profit of 1,35,000, 36,000 should be given to B as a salary, and the rest of the amount should be distributed among A, B, C according to their ratios. When 36,000 are given out of 1,35,000 to B, then the remaining part would be 99,000. Then the remaining part would be 99,000. And that 99,000 should be divided among them in the ratio of 2:3:6. That is in the total of 11 parts. That means 9,000. Each part is 9,000. 9,000. Then the total amount received by B would be total of 36,000 as salary and total of 9 threes. That is, when the value of 1 unit is 9, then the value of 3 units would be 27,000. 27,000. 36,000 as a salary and 27,000 as a share of the profit. Then the total amount that B would get be 63,000. 63,000. The amount that got by B is 63,000. These all are not simple questions, but we have simplified them. I am providing you the best method to solve this type of questions for the sake of time saving in the examinations. Just to go through the traditional methods, then you can differentiate my methods and those traditional methods, and the time required for my methods and those traditional methods. Okay. I hope you will share my videos to maximum number of people, and that can encourage me to do more videos to provide you. Okay, please share my videos to all the others, and please watch my videos regularly. Then you will get a complete grip and understanding on the subject. A, B and C enter into a partnership by investing 12,000, 15,000 and 18,000 respectively. A is also a working partner and gets 15% of the annual profit for his work. If B and C get 8,500 and 10,200 respectively from the annual profit as their shares, what amount did A get from the annual profit? A, B, C are three partners in a business, and their investments are given as 12,000, 15,000 and 18,000 respectively. If we take the simplified ratio of the given values, that would be 4:5:6. 4:5:6. A is a working partner and he would get 15% of the profit as a salary, and the rest of the profit is divided among A, B, C in the ratio according to their investments. B and C together, B got 8,500 and C got 10,200, and we need to find the share of A. B and C together got 18,700. That means the amount of B and C together would be 11 parts. 11 parts out of 15 parts of the profit. The 11 out of 15, total 15 parts of the profit. And when 15% of the annual profit is given as salary to A, then the rest of the 85% is divided among them. That 85% can be written as 17/20. 85% can be written as 17/20. 17/20 of the total profit is given as 18,700. 18,700. 18 11 and 187 gets cancelled. That means 100. Then the total salary would be 30,000. So total profit, not salary, total profit would be 30,000. And out of that 30,000, A, B and C together took 18,700. Out of 30,000, B and C took 18,700. Then the share of A would be 11,300. 11,300. That would be our answer. Option B, 11,300 would be our answer. Okay. This is the best type. best way to solve this question. A very good question again. Move to the next question. A, B and C enter into a partnership with capitals of 5,000, 6,000 and 4,000 respectively. A gets 30% of the profit for managing the business and the balance is divided in the proportion of their capitals. At the end of the year, A gets 200 more than B and C together. Find the total profit. Take the simplified ratio of the investments of A, B and C. That is nothing but 5:6:4. The simplified ratio of investments of A, B, C would be 5:6:4. A would get 30% of the profit for managing the business, and the rest is divided among them according to their investments. And A gets 200 more than B and C together, and we need to find the total profit. Just to transfer that 30% from B and C to A. I have shown you this mechanism. There would be no difference between the traditional and this method. Just to transfer that 30% from B and C. 30% of C would be 1.8. Transfer 1.8 from B to C. Then the remaining part of B would be 4.2. Transfer 30% of the amount for 4 from C to A. 30% of 4 would be 1.2. 30% of 4 would be 1.2. Then the remaining, when transferred 1.2 to A from C, then the remaining part of C would be 2.8. It is given that A got 200 more than B and C together, and we need to find the total profit. Then the part of A would be 5, 6 and 7. Then the part of A would be 7, and the total amount assumed by B and C would be 4, 6 and 7. Sorry, the part of A would be 8 rupees. The part of A would be sum of 5 and 1.8 and 1.2, that is 8. And the part of AB taken together would be 7. The difference between those, that amount got by A and B and C together is nothing but 1 unit. That value of 1 unit is given as 200, and we need to find the total profit. The value of total profit would be 15 units. When the value of 1 unit is 200, then the value of 1500 would be 3000. Okay. Where is that? Option D. 3000 would be our answer. Just don't go through the traditional methods. Just understand my methods and employ them in the examination, and you will get the results in favor of you. Next one. A, B and C started a business by investing 24,000, 32,000 and 18,000 respectively. A and B are active partners and gets 15%, 12% of the total profit and the remaining part is to be distributed among them in the ratio of their investments. If C got a total profit of 65,700 as a profit, then we need to find the total amount of profit. Then the total profit would be. Okay. The simplified ratio of investments of A, B and C would be to 12s, to 16s and to 9s. 12:6:9. And A is given 15%. A is given 15% salary commission, and B is given 12% commission. Then out of the 100% of total profit, 15 plus 12, that is 27. When 27% is given as salaries, then the rest 73% is distributed among them according to their ratios. That means 73% is distributed among them. If the C, then the part of C would be 9. The part of C would be 9 out of the total, that is 12 plus 16, 28 and 9, that is 37. 9 out of 37 out of 73% of the total. 73% of the total is nothing but 65700. 65700. Okay, are you following me? The shares, the ratio of investments of A, B, C are in the ratio of 12:6:9. A is getting 15% as commission, B is for getting 12% as commission for managing the business, and the rest is divided among them. When 15 plus 12, 27% of the total profit is taken as salaries, then the rest of the 73% should be divided among them according to their ratios. Then the part of C would be 9 out of 37, and that ninth part out of 37 part would be the 73% of the total profit. That means 9 out of 37 of 73% of the total would be equal to 65700. 73 nines are supposed to be 657. That is 73 nines. 657. 657. That means 100. Then the total profit would be 3740. That means 3,70,000. 3,70,000. Where is that? 3,70,000. Option B would be our answer. 3,70,000. Just take an account of or calculate yourself the time required for solving these questions from my methods. Okay. Next one. A and B started a business in a partnership by investing 10,000, 4,000 respectively. Condition of partnership is that B got 100 per month for managing the business, and after paying 5% interest on their capital's annual profit is distributed in the ratio of their investments. Find the shares of each if the annual profit is 4,000. Okay. If you look at the options, all the options taken together would be 4,000. 2466, 24, 24 plus 60, 40, 25 plus 15, 40, 30 plus 10, 40, 20 plus 20, 40. You cannot solve the question from the ratio from the given options. Just to go through the process. A and B started a business in the ratio of 10,000 and 4,000. That means the ratio of investments of A and B would be 5:2. The simplified ratio of investments is nothing but 5:2. And there is a condition in the business that the partnership that the B got 100 per month for managing the business. B will get 100 rupees for managing the business per month. After paying 5% interest to their capitals on the annual distributed in the ratio of their investments, find the share of each of the annual profit of 4,000. B would get a total of 1,200 for as a salary for managing the business. B would get 100 rupees per month. That means for 12 months he would get 1,200 rupees as a salary for managing the business. And out of the total profit of 4,000, when 1,200 is given as salary, then the rest of the 28,000 is distributed between them, A and B. Just neglect that 5% interest on capital and all those things given in the question. Just neglect those 5% and all those things. Just neglect those and distribute the amount in the ratio of their investments. You would get the correct answers. After giving 12,000 as a salary, then the rest amount is 2,800 out of that 4,000. Then total would be 5 plus 2, 7. The value of 7 units is 28,000. The value of 1 unit would be 400. Then the value of 1 unit would be 400. Then A's share would be 5 times of the 400, that is 2,000. And B, as a part of his investment, he would get 400, 2 times of the 400, that is 800. Then the values of the A and B would be 2,000 each. 2,000 each. A 2,000 for A and total of 2,000 for B. Then 2,000 and 2,000, that is option D would be the correct answer. Option D would be the correct answer. Okay. You don't need to distribute that 5% interest from the shares and all those things. Just neglect that 5,000. Don't go through the unnecessary things in the question. If you solve that according to the traditional method, by taking 5% of the interest and all those things, you would get the same result. But that would get some additional calculations and some additional time. Time is more important for us than our work. Okay. So employ my methods to get the answers very quickly. 2,000 each. I hope you enjoyed the session very, very much, and please share the videos to your friends and WhatsApp groups, and please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon to get the instant notifications. And let's meet in the next video. Thank you.